If you're an organization that's had so much success, in 20 years with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick winning 6 Super Bowls, how could you part ways with the Super Bowl championship coach because of 2 bad years of football? That shows you that over the last couple of years, especially with the Jimmy Garoppolo situation and the Tom Brady situation, that Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft were not seeing eye to eye. The only reason why Robert Kraft gave him $20 million was because he thought he was going to turn this around as quick as he won with the Patriots. It didn't work that way. It's not easy finding a Tom Brady. It's not easy doing the things that he did in the years that he did it. But this guy is still a successful coach, one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach in NFL history. He needs 28 more wins to break Don Shula's record, which he wants to break. And that's why I believe he's going to get a coaching job somewhere in the NFL. He could take a GM job somewhere else. I believe the Giants would fire Joe Shane tomorrow if Bill Belichick came in and said, I want that job. And Dable would like it too, because him and Dable are very close, as he was his offensive coordinator. And he knows Nick Saban because he was Nick Saban's offensive coordinator in Alabama. So they have a very big connection. I don't think he's going to the Giants, and I've been saying he is going to the Chargers because the Chargers have everything set up to win. They have Justin Herbert, who's out for the rest of the season. I think it's a great move for the Chargers because they're going to hire a new coaching staff, and they're going to rebuild around Justin Herbert. And he knows he can get those 28 wins very, very fast with a quarterback as good as Justin Herbert. But this story, it's horrible. It makes the Patriots look really, really bad as an organization. This is an organization that's kept the stories really to themselves. Besides the Kraft thing, going to these parlors, getting his chain jerked, besides that story, a lot of these stories have been hidden, thrown under the rug. The Spygate thing was thrown away by Goodell because he has a good relationship with Robert Kraft. There's no question that he does because we haven't seen those videos. They're gone.
Now, even the Deflategate, which we now know is false, but that took a year too.
Deflategate was just ridiculous. And Tom Brady had every right to be pissed off, but it took a while for that story to come out. And those cell phone stories were not true. The NFL wanted to attack the Patriots for what they did all those years with the Spygate story. When you look at this story, maybe Mike Vrabel becomes available. Maybe he becomes available. Maybe Robert Kraft is doing something under the table. He's speaking to Vrabel. They're going to trade a draft pick, and they're going to bring Mike Vrabel in. How much better is Mike Vrabel to Bill Belichick? What has Mike Vrabel done as a head coach? Has he won a Super Bowl? Has he ever played in a Super Bowl as a head coach? He did play as a player in the Super Bowl. For who? Bill Belichick. I understand why Robert Kraft thinks that this benefits the organization and benefits the team if they bring in new blood. This is a team that's been successful. They've won 6 Super Bowls. They've won 17 AFC East championships. Some people believe they were still going to win the AFC championship this year. 2 bad seasons, you're going to get rid of an all-time great coach. If he doesn't want to walk away, you don't fire him. You don't do this to a coach like that. And he's going to go somewhere else. And everybody says, Tom Brady went to Tampa. And he won a championship without Bill Belichick. Let's say Bill Belichick leaves New England and goes to the Chargers, a team that's been a failure of an organization when they get into the playoffs, an absolute choke artist in the playoffs and at the end of the season. And he takes this team all the way to the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl. What are the Patriots going to say after that? If you're a Patriot fan, are you accepting the fact that the Patriots are going to part ways with Bill Belichick, especially with the success of the New England Patriots, and even without Tom Brady? They were winning with Mac Jones. You could see how bad Mac Jones is. You look at this situation with Bill Belichick, how could you just part ways with a guy? Yes, 2 losing seasons. They have a chance to draft a quarterback this year that could be very good. And right now, they would be drafting at number 2. The Patriots have never drafted in the top 5 in the last 20 years. Now they have a chance to draft Drake May or Caleb Williams, maybe at number 1 in the long run. How could you decide this is the year that you could draft the quarterback that you've been craving for? We're not giving you the chance to do that. Sayonara. Good luck. Wish you all the luck in the world after winning us 17 AFC East championships, 30 playoff wins, and 6 Super Bowl championships. Oh, sayonara. Good luck to you. Why don't we just bring in Mike Vrabel as the head coach? Then we'll bring in Vince Wilfork as the defensive coordinator. Let's bring on all ex-Patriots because that's going to make sense when you have the guy that built that team, the guy that drafted these guys. We don't need him. Let him go wherever he wants. He's going to fail. Meanwhile, everywhere he's gone, he's been great, even as a defensive coordinator. Look at the Giants. Look at the 2 Super Bowls. Bill Parcells came out and said it. And Bill Parcells, an ego trip waiting to happen. He said the reason why they won those 2 Super Bowls was Bill Belichick. We've heard Lawrence Taylor come out and say that the guy is an unbelievable genius. Nick Saban, who these guys are very good friends. Nick Saban came out and said that Bill Belichick is more successful than I ever was. When you hear Nick Saban say that, that says something about who Bill Belichick is and the success that Bill Belichick has had as a professional head coach.